Dusk takes in some long, deep breaths as the midday sun creeps its way into the subway station. The city is still shrouded in fog, and through that fog, she can see the dead wandering outside. Yet she has slain most of the horde that originally chased her and Elliot here. And we're not surprised to see so many dead, as the last time they were here, Dusk was firing that AR of hers. And in a city as densely packed as this, any loud noise is sure to draw the ire of the shambling ones. But why is Dusk on the surface right now, with her head aching so? Well, because Elliot is becoming more and more like Groot as the days go by. His barky armor plating means that he can't wear normal size clothing, including the splint. And so Dusk is heading out to gather supplies to clear a path so that both her and Elliot might have a chance to recover fully. As no doubt, Dusk would very much like to get back to that orc encampment. The pieces of armor that they found there could no doubt help keep both of them safe, or at the very least, Dusk. It's still difficult to tell whether or not Elliot would be able to wear any of the equipment there. Nevertheless, Dusk, we must push on. Kia ora, Legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead, No Hope. Where outside, we can see a zombie medic wandering about during the day. Now, my plan from here will be to try and make our way across towards the office to be able to get some of the supplies we are going to need to be able to make a splint. But looking at this office, we don't actually have that much in the way of curtains. We do have these dividers that we might be able to try and take apart, but I'm not certain we're going to be able to get the long strings that we're more than likely going to need. So while clearing a path to here will help us, it's not what we need long term. The closest housing that we might be able to try and get to is over here, but that's still a bit of a walk in itself. And then of course we also have the option of making our way north towards these houses here. My fear is that with how close this is to the river, we'll be running into more than a few undead dinos. But thinking about it now, that might be the better choice for us, really, as there's still more than a few dead outside. Before we leave the subway station, though, we do actually have what looks to be an intact vending machine over here that I might want to try and see if we can make our way on over towards. And I think we might even be able to make it towards it without us being seen. Let's go crouch and just try and make our way on over towards it. There we go. Okay, it is drinks. We've got a lot of cash cards right now, so we can afford this stuff pretty easily. So, what are we going to want? Fruit juice, orange juice. We'll take both of the things of orange juice. We'll take the creaming soda, the dark cola, the root beer. Stuff that's going to give us energy, and also stuff that's just going to make us happy for drinking it. I mean, heck, we'll even take the apple cider. Nice. And I think we've been able to take... oh, none of that at all. Okay, it's because Dusk doesn't actually have her pack on at the moment, so we're just going to sneak on over towards the staircase here, make our way back downstairs. Hey there, Elliot, let's put on the duffel bag. Yeah, don't mind the cop, it's fine, it's fine. And we'll make our way on over towards all of those there. Let's take the lot, thank you. Alright, and just make your way back on over into those shadows, Dusk. We're hearing noises outside, no doubt it's going to be bad. Okay, let's get Elliot. Follow me, please, lad. Oh, ha, and there's that skeletal dog. We lost it yesterday. Now, none of the stuff is passable, so what we're going to do is we're just going to back up a little bit here, and we're going to drop the duffel bag just to make this a little bit safer for us, and then it's going to strike at us, but we strike back, taking the skeletal dog out. Nice. Let's actually just haul it out the way so that we can actually close the door behind us. I think that's going to be more than worthwhile. And let's wear that duffel bag. So the electric jackhammer that we've got here, it is an incredibly useful tool. And I have stated that I want to try and use that to get back into the lab. Yet as we know, that is far away from where we are right now. I mean, the lab entrance is up here, right? Yeah. Man, we really did come a long way. And obviously traveling at night has made that a lot easier. Boy, I'm also just thinking how lucky we were just making our way through here and not running into big dead dinos. But okay, back to the plan, making our way up towards either of these subway stations, really. We've got options at the very least. I kind of like this one a little bit more. I think that's what we'll probably end up going for. And as much as I would want to take it with us right now, we can't really afford to bring the jackhammer. I will just have a quick look at the batteries that we have in here though, just to see if there's any that we want to try and take. And I don't think so. It's mostly charcoal that's here still. Yep. Okay. All right, Elliot, we are going to be heading back down into the depths. And I really hope that we're not going to run into anything too horrific down here. Let's try and stay to the side where possible. And I think we are just going to try and use our night sight for the most part. Unfortunately, Elliot is going to be slower than us without having access to shoes. We could always try and see if we could track down a pair for him, but actually, no, he's not going to be able to wear them. They need to be extra large. I don't know if poor fitting stuff would be able to fit him, because I think it's just classified as poor fitting in general, but maybe they do have kind of sizes modeled in game now. I'm not certain. No, great. Wonderful. A feral troglodyte. We should have probably had safe mode turned on. We're going to back up towards Elliot here. I'm going to try and take this thing down together. And very quickly, the troglodyte falls to us. Alright, so safe mode back on. And we are going to begin wandering up towards these two subway stations here. Again, probably going for this subway station, if I had to guess. So, onwards. Oh, well, how are you here? A swarming amalgamation. A small, flat creature dashing around erratically on 7 short legs. Its form is dominated by an oversized set of black mandibles on an almost comically small head, featureless apart from a single black eye. The rest of the body is covered with sickly white skin, crisscrossed by black veins. What a terrible looking creature. It is quite injured though, so I would hope that we're going to be able to take it out. Elliot has poked it in a joint, and Dusk swings and takes down the amalgamation. Okay. Let's smash these remains over here. It's a feral troglodyte that has died at some point, and we're hearing more fighting going on. Sounds like it's to the north, so let's stick to the south for now. We don't need to get involved, Elliot. Ignore the troubles down here. Ooh, now that's tempting. A survivor zombie appears in the darkness, still wearing the tattered remnants of improvised armor and weaponry. This was once a survivor like us. Now, it hasn't seen us yet. We could very well get away with using the AR on it. Anything else that's down here would be able to hear us fire though. I don't want to take the risk of us using the longsword right this second, so I think we're going to try and take a careful shot. A really good hit. And we'll try and go for one more of those if we can. Let's see who it's going to go towards. I feel like that's close enough. 43 damage, very nice. It's not going to take much more to take this thing down. Let's make sure that we get a hit. There we go, Dusk. Well done. Did they have anything? Did they ever? A makeshift machete? Some leather chaps? Unfortunately, all this stuff is quite damaged. The leather padded shirt is also not bad, like if we could get it to fit and whatnot, but yeah, not great stuff. The makeshift machete as well compared to their long swords, not good. Oh, another survivor zombie. Well then, okay, let's just move to the side of Elliot because we really don't want to accidentally shoot our brother here. Let's take our shot, Dusk, and we'll follow that up with another shortly afterwards. Elliot is already engaging it seems. 55 damage. Come on, Elliot, you should be able to finish this thing off, huh? There we go, lad. There we go. Okay, another survivor zombie, and a Dromaeosaurus. It is tracking right now, hooked claws and sharp, long teeth. Oh boy. Let's try and see if we can back up here, Elliot, and let them fight each other, because they should be fighting each other. How many things are down here? Because obviously, the firing that we've been doing has been bringing them over towards us. Yeah, let's not take our chances with these survivors. I want a precise shot if we can get one. Nice, Dusk. Very nice. A careful aimed shot, and let's follow it up with a regular. There we go. Quickly dealt with. We got sedatives. Ooh, okay. We're going to take those. A leather trench coat. We've got a dead ham roadmap down here as well, and a filthy gas mask. We'll just take the sedatives for the moment, and let's also take the roadmap. Oh, actually, we can't. We're full up at the moment, and honestly, I don't think that would help us at all. Because, well, actually, Deadham's up here. We already know where a lot of the roads are. I don't think that's going to stretch out this way for us, understanding-wise. Although I could be wrong. I could be. Let's just maybe have a look at dropping off some things that we don't need, like the IFAK pouch. There we go. just enough space. All right, let's just go and reload our rifle. We're going to wear it again, and we will wield the longsword before we continue on into the darkness, and we will check the other bodies that are here. Got Necco wafers, water purification tablets, which I feel like we can't say no to those. Yet again, the motorcycle genes, the stuff that's on the survivor zombies, it is going to be decent, but I don't think it's a necessity for us to grab these things. Yeah, we'll pass them by for now. And I'm trying as best I can to hear where these sounds are coming from, because we want to avoid them where we can. What have we there? A tiny meat cocoon that we are going to slash into pieces. There we go. Thank you, Dusk. What's that on the floor? Dinosaur droppings. Okay, so there's something living down here, and it sounds like it's probably fighting shady zombies or something else of the like. Let's just keep on moving. Yeah, we got a shady zombie over here. They seem to like it underground. Okay, and we're coming up to that first station, it seems like. Oh, and what have we here? Is this a train? It's a passenger car. Okay, no steering. Let's make our way into this. Oh dear, Elliot's going up along the side. I was just wanting to try and see if there was anything in here. There's a feral troglodyte, it looks like, and it's fighting something, maybe? A little hard to tell. Well, it's fighting us now. That was a little unnecessary, unfortunately. Damn. Okay, well, let's get out of here. And I do suppose we could have a look at this. See how bad it is upstairs. We're just going to poke our head up. We're not really seeing much at all. Okay, we got a brainless zombie. I think it's still worthwhile us checking out like the little utility space that's up here. So let's go and drop our backpack if we can. Get that duffel bag on the ground. Okay, a few regular zombies it seems. We've got a brainless zombie down here as well. I'm just going to try and bring them on over towards us. There is a zombie cop too, which I think we should be able to take out without too much trouble. But I'm a little concerned, especially now that that one is right next to Elliot. There's not much that we can do about that other than just try and send the SWAT zombie reeling, and that brainless zombie is nearly dead. Elliot should take it down soon. We just send it back yet again. It is nearly dead. Okay, come on. This thing is going to be dead in a second, but not soon enough. Okay, that's those two down. Let's take that down, take a step back. Okay, let's just keep our eye on the dead as they start to get closer. Elliot is going to be helping us out here. Let's move in to help him. The dead are starting to pile up. Come on, Dusk. There we go. Nicely done. Oh, and let's not get too excited. That's our duffel bag that's on the ground there. Let's wear that. And what else do we have down here? Denaris, gummy vitamins, some caffeinated chewing gum. We'll take all of that, thank you. And that's about that. Okay, all right. All these vending machines are smashed down here, it seems. Okay, let's check out this space here and see what we got going on. Reciprocating saws, sandpaper. I mean, we can get batteries from here. Nothing that we want right this second, though. More destruction, it seems like. And let's actually just check these tables in here to make sure that we're not missing anything. There's actually quite a bit here. We're going to take these unread memory cards, and we'll check that survivor's note in just a moment. Best way to train is by throwing pebbles at birds. You'll be a legend. I'd rather not. Yeah, I'd rather not do that. Okay. Alright, well, we do have some kind of population here. There's also a subway map. I think we're probably going to check the other subway station first, just to be sure. Back down we go, and it should just be up and in this direction here. We can kind of follow any of these. Oh, the jumping spider tried to take us out and failed miserably. Okay, yeah, let's just stay in the middle of the tracks here, Elliot. Okay, we are hearing some combat. Yeah, by the stairs as well, no less. Okay, feral troglodyte. Let's just be careful here. Dusk is incredibly damaged after all. And what's this? In the darkness. A transcendent mutant. An experimental subject wearing a surprisingly clean orange jumpsuit. They look unchanged at a distance, but as you approach, their head spins towards you with unnatural speed. Their face is disconcertingly beautiful, but their eyes shine with intelligence far beyond human, and a deep disgust is directed at you. This mutant, sharing both characteristics with Dusk and Elliot, seems to be wielding a blade, perhaps, but right now they're fleeing. They're fleeing a feral troglodyte. Yes, Elliot, we can see them. The mutant is trying to get away. Maybe, just maybe, we can help them. But two troglodytes. Okay, we need to be careful with how we go about this. We're going to drop the longsword, which is damaged. That is really unfortunate. but we know where more of them are. We're actually going to take one of these throwing axes. We've got one in our holster at the moment, so let's activate the holster. Let's draw the throwing axe, and let's have a look at throwing that thing towards one of these troglodytes. Okay, that failed miserably. The mutant is trying to get away still. They are bleeding. Do we get the AR out now? Is it worth us spending the ammunition? Well, we don't want to damage our longsword any further. I think we have to try and save this person. Let's actually wield our Glock, because we have a bit of ammunition for that stockpiled, and see how we can do. Fortunately, we lose them in the darkness. Okay, there we go, 47 damage. That's not bad. Let's go for another if we can. A grazing shot deals no damage. And a zombie runner is on us. Elliot, if you would please. And Dusk, let's see if we can't shove it away. Okay, there we go. That gives us a moment here. We're just gonna have to go back to the longsword, I think. Elliot, stand your ground, and let's try and move around with Dusk. There we go. Let's grab that pistol back. I'm not sure if Elliot's gonna try and patch Dusk up at all. The bleeding isn't all that bad, but following the blood up here, I think that mutant they're done for. We can still hear the troglodytes feeding in the darkness. We've got a regular zombie down here. Okay, we need to get to a staircase soon. Let's just back up for now, take our strike, and check the dead. Okay, let's get safe mode back on. Try and move up towards the stairs here. As soon as we get up, we'll have a look at stopping this bleeding. We've got a tough zombie so far. Let's drop that on the ground, put pressure on the wound. Okay, with long sword in hand, let's get ready. We can't afford to really miss. So the duffel bag's coming off for now. Elliot has already started the fight. Dusk, you're gonna have to finish it. Nicely done. Well, those motorcycle boots do look good, and I wonder, it might just be worth us giving them to Elliot, even if they are filthy. Oh no. And out of the darkness, charging towards us, comes that horrific thing. An amalgamation, just like we saw in the lab. A dissoluted devourer. It is a colossus of fused bodies. So, do we just go back to the other station? Can we make it down there in time? I hope so. Elliot, it's time to move. Let's go, let's go, let's go. The devourer is here. Elliot, I need you to keep on moving, my brother. Don't stop. Okay, he's heading off in another direction. Dusk can maybe get it to try and chase after her. Oh, Elliot, buddy. Okay, we need to get its attention. There, that works. That works. And doesn't all at the same time. Full shove. Okay, we send it reeling backwards. We're away, and now it's on Elliot. Come on. That thing is going to tear him apart. Back towards the stairs? That's got to be the only way, right? Unless we can send it flying back again. Launch it. Damn it, we fail. Let's try again, Dusk. There we go. That gives him a little bit, but we're nearly out of stamina. I don't think we've got a choice here. We have to fight this thing. Let's get that AR out. And first of all, it looks like we need to deal with this. A decayed zombie. It bites down on Dusk's head. A grazing hit for 4 damage. That's not what we need right now. Another 21 damage. And one more? Still not enough. Elliot, hang in there. There we go. Finally free. Let's step around, get an angle that works. Heavy arterial bleeding, that sounds pretty good. Elliot is actually managing to get away ever so slightly, but it gets closer. 49 damage. Okay, we are just going to have to keep on firing at this thing. But we need to make sure that we stay steady, because if we hit Elliot, that's not good for anyone. 31 damage. Elliot continues to stab at it. Pierces it for a critical as we get 47 damage on it. It's got to be hurting now. Come on. We fire yet again. 24. It's not a good hit, but it'll do. Elliot is blocking damage with the survival knife, but it's grabbed his arm, and he's wielding a fish hook now. The survival knife has been dragged from his hand. Dusk, don't stop shooting. 35 damage. We've got 19 bullets left. We can't see any damage done on this thing yet. A grazing hit for 4. But thankfully, we haven't hit Elliot yet. 2 damage. We need to do better than that. Come on, come on. 51. That's better. Steadying up, we fire yet again for 53. We've done so much damage to this thing, it's finally seeming to fall apart. Just hang in there, Elliot. Just a little longer. Come on. 37 damage. And I think we've got a spider helping us out, maybe. It's leaping about as one final bullet does it. Elliot? Okay, he is looking like he's in surprisingly good condition. Dusk? Not so much. Let's examine those wounds. Yeah, you're doing fine, brother. Hot damn. Okay, well, that's cleared the top a little bit for us. What is that? Oh, it's a motorized draisine. Interesting. Oh, and that's the corpse of the transcendent mutant. Okay. let's go reload this. And I don't know if we can afford to take a breather right now, but I'd very much like to. The survival knife, it doesn't seem like Elliot's going to be able to wield that again, maybe. Let's try and wield it ourselves, Dusk, and see if we can't give it back to him. Okay, no, he's good to wield it. Okay. The sting itself barely hurt, but suddenly you feel exhausted. The sting? Weakening poison. Well, that's not great. Okay. Deep breaths. Oh, I see. Yeah, this is a lot bigger than I thought it was. I don't suppose it works, right? And this mutant's gone. Let's make sure that they stay down. And let's have a look at this vehicle. Yeah, lacking wheels. That ain't gonna happen. Okay. Sword. Let's get you back in hand. Oh boy. And I would very much like for us to be able to have a breather. We can. Okay. We got our work cut out for us. Well and truly. So, moving back up the stairs. Those motorcycle boots. I think I would still like to try and give those to Elliot, if possible. So let's try and wield them. I'm going to ask if he can use them, but I'm thinking that they are going to be too small for him. Can only wear one rigid item on his right foot. What should I take? I think he can't wear it because of the bark, because the bark is rigid. At least I think that's what I'm getting from this. So maybe, okay, it isn't a size thing. It's rigidity. So he's able to wear things that aren't rigid. So he could probably wear socks. He can only wear kind of soft clothing over the top of things. Right, okay. Because his torso also has the protective bark on. Yeah, the other stuff got shoved off because it's considered to be rigid. Well then, I suppose he might not be getting the barefoot negative. It's a little hard to tell, but I do suppose we can figure this out, can't we? Oh, okay, and Dusk is immediately drinking apple cider. Good for you, Dusk. Elliot, okay. Hang on, is he ever going to be able to wear something on his arm then? A rigid thing on his arm with this protective bark on? You can't drop it, right? No, like shed the bark for a moment. Okay, this is a serious problem for us. We may not have a way to actually repair Elliot's arm. Maybe the extra large may allow us to work with it, but because it's considered to be a rigid thing that's on his arm, I'm a little concerned. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. He's not considered to be barefoot. He's just a bit cold right now. It does say that his arm has started recovery, but I don't know if it would just repair on its own. Also, you really need a towel, my friend. Let's just trade with Dusk. Take that towel. There we go. All dried off. Okay, let's continue to move on, Elliot. See what we got over here. Toolboxes. We've got a regular jackhammer. 2 jackhammers with an okay amount of gas in them. All right. We're gonna keep that in mind, and let's check here out too. Excellent, more memory cards. Thank you very much. Let's see what we got going on over here. Actually, we've got another cash card to deposit, so let's do that. Then we can just drop off the spent one. Okay, all right. Popping upstairs, those are dinosaurs, Camarasaurus, but they aren't undead yet. So, let's see. Are you going to be hostile? It's ignoring us right now. These are herbivores, and they may actually help us out here because they're going to provide a bit of cover for us. But we really need to make sure that Elliot doesn't try to engage them in any way whatsoever. So from here, where do we want to try and go? Well, there is a horde that's nearby, so let's be mindful of that. We've got the gun store here, we've got houses. If I can find a house with a basement, fantastic, brilliant. That would just be the best. Okay, and we've got, quite a few dead around here. Like actually dead though. That's a feral elf all the way over there with a heavy crowbar. Not a bad tool. Okay, and we are seeing part of a home here and a lovely cherry tree. Elliot is hearing some significant sounds, it sounds like. Oh, and the sunlight is irritating our skin because we are seldom out in the daylight. Looks like this house is pretty beaten up. The thing is, most of the houses are going to be beaten up that we come across because, it's no hope. We can't get sufficient leverage with our hammer to open these windows. Okay, well, the front door's open. Okay, and if we can get to those curtains, we will be able to get what we need. We could also just smash the glass here, but I'd rather we didn't do that if possible. Let's just peek around the corner. We're just checking to see how much dead are in the area. Okay, let's go into the home and get what we need to get started here. Okay. Alright, checking in on the kitchen, we've got a meat cleaver and a carving knife. We're not going to worry about using any of those as weapons right now, just because they're not going to have the benefits that the survival knife does. So someone's just smashed in here. I don't think we're going to hang around. It's a regular zombie. Okay, maybe we will. Let's just see how this goes. Let's bring you up towards where Elliot is. We'll step in as well and take you out. Take that cash card, thank you. Let's close that door and we'll see who is making the noise down here. Let's just peek around. Excellent, we've got a basement. Well, that's nice. I think it was actually that zombie that was making all the noise. Got some ankle socks. So theoretically, could we tell Elliot to use those ankle socks? Let's see how that goes. Where are these ankle socks, brother? Thanks, I'll wear those now. And he's actually wearing them. Okay, because it's not a rigid item. Let's just check the armor as well. Okay, but I think it is conflicting with something. More than likely with the protective bark. Wearing this outside of your protective bark is adding, extra encumbrance. Okay. Yeah, we can't put it under integrated armor. So in that case, let's just tell you to unequip those. He doesn't need to wear shoes anymore. At all. Okay, good for you, Elliot, good for you. Let's tear down these curtains here. We're going to take the sheets and we're going to take the long strings and we're going to do the same thing over here as well. Tear down those curtains. Okay, take the long strings, the sheets and the stick, etc. We're just going to haul. And we're going to be taking those things downstairs. Looks like we might actually have some bandages here. Okay, some aspirin as well and some bloody sleeping pills. Very nice, we'll take that. The antiseptic, yes. Some more aspirin, yes please. We'll take those alcohol wipes. I think we've actually got more of them over here as well. Yeah, we do. Take these multivitamins. Not a bad find. Wonderful. Okay. Ooh, we have spotted, I think, some dinos. Oh, look at them. A smaller, thin, predatory bipedal dinosaur with a long head and sharp teeth and long, grasping claws. Colophysis? Yeah, maybe. Let's go back and make sure that we are actually hauling the stuff that we want. And Elliot, we are going to be peeking downstairs. Seems like everything is okay. And we've spotted a fat zombie. So yeah, we'll stop moving items. Okay. I'd like some backup here, brother. And I'm really hoping that that's going to have water in it because we're going to be able to clean some of our gear. Get the hiking backpack for Elliot maybe. Or actually for Dusk. It'll probably be better than the duffel bag that she has on at the moment. Stop hauling everything for a moment. And let's see. 45 clean water. It's a family-sized hot water heater. Okay, we've got some dryers in here, and through this door, this is a tailor's workshop. And there's a zombie child in here. That was a parent, and this is their kid. They both turned. Well then, Elliot, I would really like your assistance here in dealing with this kid. Because Dusk, well, we know that she can't really deal with them. Not as well as Elliot can. He's missing quite a few times, but he does what needs to be done. And oh boy, there is some decent stuff here. We are going to go by moving the corpse of the kid out of here. So let's go haul you on over, maybe just into the corner for the time being. We're going to do the same thing with the parent here. Haul them. We're going to leave them there. That's a good leather backpack. Could slice it up, get some leather if we need it. Okay. But this basement, this is a godsend. We've got 2 chairs that we can sleep in down here. We've just got so much stuff just in general. I think what we're going to want to try and do is just collect everything and just get it into one space for now. We've got cotton patches aplenty. Let's just haul everything up here, including all the stuff that's down here. Grab these plastic chunks as well. And then first of all, the tailor's kit that's here, we're 100% going to be taking it. So we did make a needle. We don't have it on us, a wood needle. That tailor's kit's going to do everything that we need it to do. And we probably will end up keeping that with us. But everything that's here at the moment, we're just going to shift up a square from us. Not bad. Okay. So, first thing, our priority is going to be trying to get bandages going. So let's look at doing that before anything else. And yeah, I'm concerned about Elliot and his not being able to wear a sling. For now, let's activate the smartphone that we've got, give ourselves some light, and let's have a look at bandages, what we need to make them right now. Okay, so we can make them a bit faster because we have a cutting tool now. And this gives us 3. Well then, that's better. So we'll use Elliot's assistance here to say make 20 makeshift bandages, and we whip them up really quickly. Now those bandages, I would love to be able to boil them, because then they are going to be, that much better at healing us. Just having a look at how they are right now, that gives us 60, so that's heaps. It's going to be poor quality healing rather than average, but let's think about what we would need to actually try and boil them down here. We do have water. That's a furnace over there, huh? And we got our pot here. Let's actually haul that pot. Come along now. Yeah, okay, a gas-powered force air central heating unit with an internal fan. Now, can I use the furnace We can start a fire in it. Okay, well, this is good. Let's just leave the pot there for the moment. Popping back into here, we're gonna have to use a little bit more light. The shelves that we've got, these wooden racks, we are going to take them apart, deconstruct furniture. Okay, and that's given us a load of planks to use. So that's gonna give us a lot of fire, it's gonna give us a lot of light. The wooden panel we'll just leave alone for now. Let's go and haul that down here. And I suppose we could try and put the bodies in the furnace as well, but we'll just wait until we've done what we need to do. Let's go start a fire. Excellent. Okay, now we would hope that that is going to be properly contained within there. Let's go turn off our flashlight now, and I wouldn't mind grabbing one of the chairs. Let's just say that stool for now. Elliot, I'm gonna need you to get out the way there, brother. And let's just go and drag this thing, push that on down, and into the light we go. Okay, so we have got access to water, which I would hope that we would be able to just put it straight back into the big water heater here after using it. But let's just search for our bandages again. So for a boiled makeshift bandage, we've got nearby sun. Oh, we're currently missing the bandages, so they must be back in here somewhere. Ah, there we go. Let's just actually pick all of those up, huh? All right, bandages. There we go. Okay, so 6 lots of this. Put down our sword. Here we go. Okay, we can put the clean water straight back into the keg. 54 boiled makeshift bandages. Excellent. Average quality across the board here. We're going to get everything bandaged up. And the same goes for Elliot. Now, as far as disinfection goes, we're going to use some antiseptic on our head because I want good disinfection on that. We really want to make sure that that heals as quickly as possible. Our torso is looking pretty good, but we're just going to use the wipes that we've got on everything else. Okay, Elliot, it's your turn. Okay, the disinfection looks really good across the board for him. So, that is great. That's really, really good. Now, I do like the little room that we've got set up there at the moment, but I think we're probably going to end up taking pretty much everything and putting it on this utility shelf here, just to make it a bit easy for us going forwards. We've got sewing techniques for designers here as well. There's a lot of possibility for stuff that we can make now. Okay. Dusk, you can take a bit of a deep breath now. Damn, what a time. Let's actually start off by just flicking through this. We need a tailoring skill of 3 to be able to understand it. We have a tailoring skill of 1 at the moment. So if we were to try and improve that, we just need to do some tailoring. So we've got patches. We can practice our tailoring by actually trying to repair some of the existing equipment that we've got. So if we go to repair, a baseball cap, we can see that there's a pretty good chance of us succeeding at that. Everything else, we do need to have more supplies though. So baseball cap, let's do it. Oh, that didn't help all that much. The next thing that we can do is actually try and make stuff. I do think trying to focus on making a splint for Elliot is going to be what we want to try and do. But here's the thing, we want an extra large one, right? At least that's what I'm wanting to try. We don't seem to have access to that anymore though. And I think it was Elliot originally that helped us make the first one. This armor is rigid. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. The only thing that I think we might be able to try and do with them is get a injection or something like that that may be able to fix it. Taking them to an auto dock is another possibility. That might actually be the only possibility. It does look like we can practice a number of different techniques here. Stretch fabric, garment closure, which can get our tailoring skill up to level 3. I wouldn't be against us doing that, really. Practice is always a good way to spend our time. We're going to use just the regular thread that's here and some of these wooden buttons, and then finally some cotton patches. Okay, Dusk, get to work. That's level 2 tailoring, not bad. But we're going to keep on going, because if we can get to 3, then we can read the book and, get our tailoring even further. Unfortunately, our focus is kind of abysmal right now. Let's just see where we're at tailoring wise. Oh, we are nearly there. There we go. Let's stop practicing. We're actually starting to feel a little hungry here. We haven't had that much in the way of calories today. Now we can actually also make some food, I believe. Yep, cheese sandwich. Wow. Crackers and spread. We've also got peanut butter as an option. Or a vegetable sandwich using pine nuts. Oh, here we go. Pine nuts, crackers, and cheese. What a meal. Oh, we did have a little bit more practice that we could do, but we're not going to worry about that. Let's go and munch down on our sandwich there, Dusk. Yum, very nice. We're feeling slaked right now, so that's good. Let's take a few aspirin just to knock the pain off. And now, should we desire, we can get our tailoring as high as 6. However, I think it's going to be a slow process. Yeah, our focus is slowly getting higher though. And Elliot's strong mutation has turned into very strong. He is really becoming Groot. Oh boy. Good on you, brother. Yeah, this is fine. And you know what? This is kind of what things are going to look like for a little while here. While Dusk tries to rest and recover, she's going to be reading, and we're also going to be practicing some of our other psychic abilities. So I'll check back in at the end of the day once we actually decide to sleep. We are tired right now, but I think we're going to wait until at least midnight. Okay, and let's call it there. And it does look like Elliot's a little hungry. We are hungry and thirsty at the moment. We're going to knock back some of that cider because that's just going to help us. We didn't have much in the way of calories yesterday. We've just crossed on to this day. So let's just have some sports drink to stay nice and hydrated. And I think we'll try and make another sandwich before we sleep. Vegetable sandwich it is. There we go. And Elliot, the lemon pepper entree, we may be able to give that to you. Maybe the toastums? I'm not 100%. We will give them to you though. And you know what? We're just going to give you the MREs. Pick through them. If you can eat anything, go for it. Let's just see. We'll give him a little while. Okay, he is eating the toastums. Good. So before we go to sleep, we're just going to check back in with our wounds here. We do actually have some regular bandages. We're going to use the good one on Dusk's head here, and then we'll just rebandage our left leg and our left arm so that they get properly healed. Now, do we still have some unburnt wood in here? No. So the fire is going to burn no matter what. Not much that we can do to stop it. We could extinguish it, but it's just going to be a waste of flame. We're going to go into here, and I'm going to hope that we don't get too cold tonight. We do have a lot of stuff down here, no proper sheets. There was one upstairs. We could try and go and grab that, but honestly, I feel like we should be okay down here. We're comfortable right now. I hope it's going to stay that way. Elliot, let's try and get some sleep. There we go. All right. As Dusk stirs, she awakes to find Elliot standing quietly in the darkness of the tailoring room. And as here, it is not as it was the day before. Leaves now sprout where his hair once was. Elliot Wood, the Dryad, seemingly. My gosh, you are becoming more and more like Dusk every single day. Let's have a look and see where we're at now. Okay, so the high night vision, great. Oh, okay, no, there've been a lot of changes here. So leaves. All the hair on your body has turned to long grass-like leaves. Apart from being physically striking, these provide you with a minor amount of nutrients while in sunlight when your head is uncovered. It slightly reduces wet effects. Unfortunately, with albino, it's also going to be like a little rough. So he's an albino plant person. Yeah. Persistence hunter. You can pursue prey for miles and miles at a variety of paces until they stop from exhaustion. So stamina-wise, he is going to be fantastic. He obviously has his protective bark as well as very strong. Thankfully, no new negative traits apart from genetic chaos, which has given him all of these things here. How interesting. Just... Yeah. Alright. Okay, Elliot. Okay. Bye. Yes, bye. Dusk, no changes overnight. I mean, with genetically unstable, she is going to be mutating over time, but at a much more controlled rate. Her dexterity is actually higher than Elliot's at the moment. Interesting. And of course, her head, it's still on the mend. We're going to have a look at putting a new bandage on that. Actually, it's still considered good, so we'll leave that on for a little bit longer until it tells us it's not really doing anything else for us. So we are going to spend the day down here. Looks like we are going to need to get some more wood to get light. We're just going to be reading and resting, and I would like to in the evening, if possible. Actually, you know what? Now might be the best time to practice some of our abilities. Wave of Force. There is a chance for us to get this to work. Unleash a telekinetic wave around you that indiscriminately knocks everything back. So we really don't want to have Elliot nearby while we are using this. Yeah. So, Elliot, let's get you back into this room here. And you should be safe there. Let's tell you to guard this position. And Dusk, we're just going to go over into the corner here. Yeah, that seems like it'll be safe. Wave of Force. Something clicked about how this spell works, and we gain a level. We knock everything backwards. Okay, yeah, so we've got level 1 in that now. We haven't really tried to cast Slow Fall before, so I think we're going to try and do the same, and it's the same deal there. Okay, let's just get a fresh set of stamina. So the max level that we can have of any of these at the moment is 15. Force Shove, no doubt, has been absolutely amazing. We can see Wave of Force does use a bit more stamina than Force Shove, but being able to push everything back I think will be rather handy. So 103 experience each time, that's really good, and that's because our focus is nice and high. So I'm just going to keep at this for a while until we get, a tingling sensation as our powers are unleashed. Okay, well, I don't see any problems there. Let's hope that nothing bad comes from that. In Dusk, well, we're just going to keep on doing this for a while, aren't we? Okay, we completed the achievement, Would-Be Wizard. Your experience and knowledge in creating and manipulating magical energies to cast Wave of Force have opened your eyes to new possibilities. You can now cast Enhance Strength. Dusk, wonderful. Okay, so I have been practicing. We've gotten Wave of Force up to level 3, which is great. Obviously getting this level higher and higher, I don't know if it's going to be pushing things back any further, but I think it's just going to be reducing the failure chance. Still very good. Enhance Strength. Focus your powers to allow you to move heavier objects and smash through walls. We've got a 94% chance of casting this. Casting time is 15 seconds. Let's see if we can even attempt this thing. It's obviously going to be a very small chance for us to succeed at it. Thankfully though, when we're failing, we don't actually end up using stamina, which is really good. So all we're doing is just spending time here, and we're actually gaining a little bit of experience each time that we're trying this. Okay, there we go. You concentrate and prepare to lift something heavy. Something clicked. 23 strength? Unbelievable. Swole Dusk is back. Telekinetic Force charges her muscles with energy, power. I have no idea how long this will last. If it's just concentration, there's a chance that we, lose that concentration. How long do we have with that? I mean, we get our breath back. We still have Enhanced Strength. Telekinetic Strength started 2 minutes ago. Okay, it is very difficult for us to cast it, and it uses a fair bit of stamina once we kind of get it going. Oh, that is very good. Yeah, I mean, 23 strength. I'm a fan. So for us to get that to a higher level, we're just going to have to keep on pushing at it. We haven't even gotten to level 2 yet. We just managed to cast it once. So we can kind of keep on trying this up. Your muscles, the force supporting your muscles, suddenly vanishes. Because we succeeded, I think, at actually casting it then. Oh no, it's gone. There we go. Okay, we've got it back again. Yep. Hot damn. But as you can see, we do need a lot of experience to be able to level up. We've already gotten to like 5,000. We still need another 1,300. I want to at least try and get this to level 2 if we can. And that's a new level. Okay, 71% at this point. Honestly, I think we keep on pushing this one along for now. That and Wave of Force, I want to try and get them to at least level 5, or rather get the failure chance on this down to like 10%, so it might take a fair few levels. No way. Our strength is 25, so I think the scales with level, as in like the improvement that we get from it. Hot damn. Telekinesis, man. Okay, there we go. Let's get our breath back. It is 3 o'clock, and our strength has remained. Our concentration has stayed set. I do believe when we're hit in combat, there is a chance that we can break our concentration. But Wave of Force, we now have it at level 7. There's only 11% chance that it fails at the current focus rate that we're at. So it's at the same level as Force Shove at the moment. I think getting our Enhanced Strength up more is worthwhile, but this is also something that I don't think we're going to want to cast in combat. It doesn't say that it requires any stamina to cast it now though, which... is that true? Is that really the case? It's using some stamina, I think, but it's using a very, very small amount. I do think it's probably still going to be worth us trying to get that up a little higher, maybe to level 5 if we can. Oh, and I was doing momentum alteration. Well, I suppose we could try and get that up to level 6, couldn't we? Now, because this is concentration, you can only have one up at a time, so I think it would kind of be one or the other. Yeah, let's just focus on the strength for now. We've just managed to get Enhanced Strength up to level 4, and that has given us a new telekinetic ability. Lift vehicle. Focus your powers to raise a vehicle just enough to change a tire or perform repairs. As your powers increase, you'll be able to lift heavier vehicles. I mean, it's a useful utility ability for sure. utility ability. But we can't actually cast it. It is too difficult for us to cast, even if we attempt it. I mean, I suppose the only way to improve at this would be trying to cast it, and then slowly but surely building up experience over time. But that's a small amount of experience each time. I think we're going to continue trying to get this to at least level 5, but it seems to be the way to improve is by trying to master the new abilities that we end up unlocking. And we haven't really even tried to get slow fall any higher. I think that's what we're going to focus on after we can get this a little bit higher. 30 strength. We're at 30 strength now. I'm thinking that we may have a chance to survive this world after all. There we go. Another level in enhanced strength. And we are now at 32. My gosh. Monstrous Dusk. Well and truly. And it's 4:20. It's still early in the day, all things considered. I think we're going to try and see if we can master slow fall next. And there we have it. A new level in slow fall. Why I say new level? We've had a few. We are now level 5 at slow fall. Level 7 at wave of force. 5 for momentum alteration. 4 for far hand and 7 for force shove. Enhanced strength is currently at level 5 and we still can't cast lift vehicle. But you know, I am tempted to see if we can learn that. For the moment, we're going to be knocking back some orange juice to stay hydrated and to get some of those calories in. And then, yeah, we're going to be trying to lift vehicle, or rather attempting to focus our mind again and again. I think with one more casting, we'll be there. Oh, maybe? Or not. Oh, okay. We actually did get up a level there. We are now level 2, and we can actually cast it. There's just an 86% chance of failure. Whereas before, we had no way to cast it. So, that was a lot of me just pressing the same buttons again and again. Oh dear. And Dusk has actually gotten underweight. Okay, we are bile spatter. Yeah, this has been a bit of a strain on the body, as you might imagine. Okay, we need to be consuming way more calories, so we need to try and get more in. Because I guess we spent 3,000 calories yesterday, so we need to start stocking up on more. More than just bloody drinks anyway. But you know what? I want to keep on going until we can get at least one successful casting of lift vehicle. Hey, there we go. You let the vehicle settle to the ground gently. So that was a successful casting. And the way I can kind of imagine us doing that is by lifting this rack over here, this utility shelf, that just has all of our equipment on it, again and again. Dusk, good bloody work. Now, let's see if we can get the enhanced strength up one more time. Oh, there we go, 32 strength. We're just gonna leave that active for the time being. Oh, and we do have a few things going on with us. Stimulants, we're jittery, we have a headache, we have telekinetic strength, which is great, but also an oppressive weight because of just all of the casting we were doing then. And there was a lot of it. But hey, our head is still bandaged. We're probably going to go and reapply that bandage now. Let's check on Elliot. How are you doing, friend? It doesn't look like you've had any changes during the day here, but we should probably check your wounds. And it looks like it's just your head that needs to be bandaged up. Okay, let's go wrap a bandage onto that. And now, with a surprising amount of focus still with us, Elliot, follow me please. Let's get a little bit of light on. Using our smartphone here, we're going to get some more wood. And we're not going to put all the wood in this time, just a little. All right, and let's haul that down towards the furnace. Yes, we can burn the bodies, but I don't think we want to do that just yet. So let's move a few planks in there so we can get a decent fire. Move on over to our chair and let's get that smartphone turned off. Okay, we're still hungry, eh? Food-wise, we can't do too much. It is night though, so we can go back outside. I think I'd like to spend just a little bit of time reading further, or at least we're not nauseous anymore. Yeah, let's maybe wait until around about 10 before we go out. I'm not sure if Elliot's going to be able to learn any of this because I think it's probably going to be slightly beyond him. Oh, and we're famished now, so yep, we are stopping. We're stopping right there. Let's get our long sword in hand, and we will still keep Elliot alongside us here. Oh, and we do actually need to make a washboard and everything else so that we can clean up some of the other things that we've been finding so far. It's raining out. Okay, so I don't think that there was much in the way of food up here. No, there was nothing. So we could try and just quickly check out some of the other houses. We're going to mark this house as explored, but I'm just going to put a quick note here, just the exclamation mark, because this is our safe house for the time being. We've got a gun store, we've got 2 houses, and we've just got a buttload of strength. So let's head out into the night. Yes, we are going to get a little wet here, unfortunately. Such is life. Let's start with the house that's over towards the north, and we're also going to turn on safe mode. Thankfully, Elliot can see just as far as we can now, so he should be able to try and keep us mostly in his sight as we make our way on over towards yet another home. Okay. All right, can you close that? You can. Awesome. Handheld game system. Let's take it. Okay, we've got a bit of noise going on at the moment. We've got some bleach, some detergent as well, and some cornmeal. Okay, it's not going to be too good to us right this second, but I don't think we don't really have the luxury of choice here, do we? Could have sworn you heard footsteps. Footsteps is not great because it could be dinosaurs, it could be other things. There is a basement here though. Wouldn't mind having a look at that. There is a hammer here. We don't need any of them. Duct tape is super useful. I would like to take it, but actually, you know what? Let's just try and give it to Elliot. I shouldn't be coming out here with a full pack anyway. That's very irresponsible of me. I mean, we've got a freaking whole other backpack in our backpack. All right, there you go. That's for you. Cardboard roll. And let's get that longsword back. Okay, we will check out the rest of the house very, very cautiously. Footsteps. Oh, hello there, Ornithomius, a feathered bipedal dinosaur. Now, that is potential food for us. So we're actually going to try and leave that there if we can and come back to it after we've explored the rest of this place. Because it's injured as well. Got some leather sandals, okay. They'd also be considered rigid, right? Maybe not. I'm just trying to think of other things that Elliot might be able to wear on his feet. But he honestly seems to be pretty comfortable being barefoot. Yeah. He is turning into a tree. Okay. Oh boy. All right. So we got quite a bit of roach dirt down here. So no doubt we have roaches. Of course we do. Okay. We're going to drop the duffel bag and let's see. 24 damage with the quick strike. Yeah. Oh, the force supporting your muscles suddenly vanishes. Ah, okay. Is it just broken by combat altogether? Because that might be the case. Cockroach is dangerously close. Okay, well, we're not going to worry about that right this second. We send that one reeling for 75 damage anyway with that critical. Very nice, Dusk, very nice. Actually, you know what? We can probably also eat the cockroaches that are here. Maybe? I mean, that's a good strike. It's dead. And there we go. Another dead. We definitely need to pulp them for sure. Let's just try and get our strength back again. Because I don't know if it was just like if there's a chance that we drop it or if it's kind of guaranteed. All right, well, we weren't able to get it up in time. Let's just strike down this cockroach. Yeah, I'm tempted to figure that out. Oh, we got a 94% chance of failing at the moment. And that's because of our focus being as low as it is. Got another cockroach to deal with though. There we go. Hey, all right. We got that strength back. Let's leave our backpack where it is for the moment. Stop catching our breath. Yes, now this will be a good test. We strike at it, sinking our fangs into it, we send it reeling, and sure enough, this strength supporting our muscles disappears. So that is the balance there. It is very, very useful for moving things around. Yeah, I didn't read this bit here. the quite important part to read. Cancelled by engaging in combat. So it is definitely balanced in that sense. So it is really for moving heavier objects and smashing through walls. Smashing through walls, that's great. I'm still good with that. And it's going to allow us to carry heavy things as well. So that's a win. Let's take off the hiking backpack. That was a mistake. Duffel bag, you're going back on. Okay, and we've just got so many cockroaches here that we could potentially have a look at. We've got a sling pack. Ooh, okay, a few different books that we can grab. The hockey mask I would love to give to Elliot, so we'll consider doing that. We've got a cookie in here. Yes, please. We will take that. Thank you. And back here, a freaking baseball bat. Very tempting. We are going to take this other cookie as well. We're probably just going to eat them straight up right now. There we go. And let's just check the water heaters that are down here. 77 clean water in there. Okay, I think we're probably going to try and get clean down here first. So much roach dirt. Got liquid soap. We've got a sponge down here as well. Fantastic. That's what we're going to need to be able to make a washing kit. Damn, we wrecked that cockroach, huh? Okay, what else we got? We got a weight bench. Okay, yeah, this is a very, very messy basement, but we can practice our athletics here, get them up to full. There's a whole ass pumpkin. Elliot's not going to be able to eat that, but Dusk is. doesn't look edible to you. Yeah, we're going to need to slice it up first, I think. Let's just grab it for the time being. I mean, eating raw pumpkin, not like the greatest plan. Could use to craft a jack-o'-lantern. 90 calories? I doubt that. It'll require some disassembly before use. Okay, so we need to disassemble the pumpkin, I believe. Right, so all the roaches that are here, mangled corpses and whatnot, I think we're going to try and see if we can butcher them, get some usable meat. If not, there is meat upstairs. We have a furnace down here. We can cook. We may just have to grab some cooking utensils. We can always just pop back across the road, grab our pot. Both of these basements are going to be super helpful for us getting back on track. Today was an episode about healing and progressing. While we may not be able to make full use of Dusk's strength in combat, that really does open up some doors for us. With 32 strength, any kind of decent bashing tool will allow us to smash through reinforced glass and walls. She is a force to be reckoned with. And Elliot, the lad, has very enhanced strength himself. I cannot wait to see where all of this goes for them, and also where Dusk's powers go. She's learning more and more through her practice of them, and I think she's going to need to get that lift vehicle ability up a little bit higher before she can unlock things further down the tree. But she's learning, and she's looking far more healthier than at the start of the episode. Well, at least injury-wise. She is now underweight. We really need to start to pack on those calories again. So dinosaur eggs, that'd be fantastic. And the dino that's upstairs right now, that'd also be good. That'll all be for us to consider in the next episode though. For now, I would like to thank you all for joining me for yet another episode here in the Cataclysm. And if you enjoyed this one, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay